Hi, and welcome back to another exciting episode of One Horrible Weekend, the spin-off of Wrestling with the Horror of It All. We're the Not Funny Guys. I'm Casey, and that is Eric. How are you doing, Eric?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. We've got lots of
Nice.
stuff we've been putting out.
We
We
got a ton.
we've made the special announcement about the Terrifier hot takes. If you haven't seen it, I will make sure to put the little link above at the end of the video. So I just want to throw it out there. We're going to be recording some stuff on food later. We have recorded a whole thing on the five original houses. We have recorded our top 10, or actually, I should just say ranking of the houses and how we are most anticipated for. So let's dive into some of the IP houses, shall we?
Let's freaking go.
Well, let's talk about the WWE Horrors of the Wyatt Sick house. All right. So I'm going to read
Okay.
you the official description real quick. And the official description says fear is the main event. Go head to head with the Wyatt Six as they lure you through an ominous doorway to their shadowy realm. You are about to meet your match. So that's the official words. The
Okay.
Hollywood Reporter article told us that we are going to see little bits from each of the Wyatt Sick in the Orlando house. We have seen during, I think it was, no, it's not Terrificon, HorrorCon, some con they did recently where Murdy was out there talking and they were talking very specifically about the houses. They talk about this one and Terrifier. They did say that for Orlando, when we walk through the house, the first thing we're
hmm
going to see is the gorilla position
Okay.
from their first
Makes sense.
appearance
So
last
basically, we're
June.
gonna walk from like it's almost gonna be like we're walking from the ring backstage, or vice versa. You think?
I'm so they've said before we will enter through the Wyatt Funhouse. So I assume the exterior will look like the Wyatt
Gotcha.
Funhouse.
I think
And
you have to have a nod to the inside of the funhouse.
I think so too. So I'm willing to bet what will really happen is you walk through the Wyatt Funhouse that we've
hmm
seen in WrestleMania 36 in the Firefly Funhouse match. I
Right.
think we will walk through and we'll see the room and it's supposed to be decrepit. So I think it's going to be all
That was
broken
my bet
apart
as well.
and moldy and disgusting looking. And
Broken TV probably, or
that
broken maybe because it still flickers.
that would be my assumption. And then we will go through, I bet you, the door that Cena goes through because
hmm
I think we're going to enter in through like
And
the
it's gonna have that sign. What did it say? Like, "Lest all ye who enter here be damned," or something like
yeah,
that.
I think that
It
I
had
think
it had a piratey vibe. I forget the exact words.
yes. So I think we'll go through that door, and then that is when we are entering into the wrestling world, and we will go into gorilla position. That's my assumption. That's my thought. Now, they did say that during the queue outside before you get in, they have filmed footage from Uncle Howdy, and we're going to get to hear some Uncle Howdy stuff and maybe see Uncle Howdy stuff probably on television screens that they'll have outside as they're
What's interesting
leading
is they
us.
could easily do an Uncle Howdy person,
They probably
right,
will.
as a costume.
Oh, I
I
bet you they
mean, sitting
will.
outside, like on a thing, welcome you in, like a
Yeah.
true performance sort of side of it.
They could. That is quite possible. We'll have to see. I can't remember if they normally have people outside doing if like they have the scare actors outside doing that. I
That's a
don't
good point. It could be a
remember
long night for whoever's doing that.
a really long. Do you know how long
Well,
this is going till,
Well,
right?
I
It's
I can remind you. Well, when I worked at Six Flags and stuff, what you do is you have kind of rotational shifts. So you might have
right.
someone sitting out there talking, and then they're gonna walk inside to get some liquor real quick or whatever it is, in
Yeah.
the vein, and then switch happens. Someone else comes out after like 5 or 10 minutes when enough of the audience has probably moved by that
They wouldn't
oh, hey
notice.
folks.
Howdy. Howdy, I'm Uncle Howdy, and I'd like to welcome you to the
Exactly.
Firefly Funhouse. Come on in, all ye be damned.
But
Something
what
like
you
that.
could also see is, I mean, so another kind of trick of the trade, not that I'm exposing anything here, probably, would be that you could set up like in the queue
Mhm.
windows essentially. Like you're walking through the
Yeah.
house, you're looking, there's the house in the distance with windows, and
Mhm.
looking inside.
Yeah.
And there's every so often people walk by, or the masked people kind of pop up and do that. Because at that point, really, you just need someone to like, oh, hey, run over there and do that real quick while you're
Right.
you know one of the regular house performers can kind of run out and do that as they're moving between scenes. It can be part of a rotation in a way.
What I would hope they would do in that case, if we don't know what the outside of the Firefly
Yeah, I have no
Funhouse
idea.
looks
This is
like,
all
but
speculation.
if there were windows, I would hope someone would have the puppets, and the puppets would just pop
That'd
up,
be fun.
and then we go in. The
We'll
puppets aren't
totally
there.
see the creepy
The doll,
the
for
creepy doll
sure.
puppet, probably in multiple places in that
I
house,
hope we
just in
get
a
the
corner.
I hope we
She
get
should
the
also be in the doll's house.
yes. I hope we get the puppet vents that they had. That really bad puppet vents in the Firefly Funhouse match. It was like in between some of the little
Well,
segments, and they had that stupid. I really want that.
yeah.
So we know we're getting that little bit. We know we're getting gorilla position. I'm hoping they have either mannequins, like really good mannequins of the wrestlers, or actors dressed up as the wrestlers. I don't want to just see the tech crew laid out. I want to
Mhm.
see Chad Gable because that was a big part of that. When they made that entrance, the camera zooms in and shows Chad Gable there. I want a Chad Gable. In fact, I don't want Chad Gable. I want it to be El Grande Americano. That way, you can just have a body there.
That's actually a great idea. You could just get, yeah,
Yeah,
anyone in it and have the fun for those in the know already,
right.
and for anyone else walking through, it's just
It's just
some
random wrestling.
Americanized lucha,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
I think that's what they should do. I think the funhouse itself will be cool. I bet you
because
then
then you don't have to
we'll,
worry about face too.
yeah,
Like that's the other nice thing about that.
that's why I was thinking about it. So then I think you'll go exit gorilla position and go down the long corridor, and I think that corridor will be what will take us into. And if I were them, I'd probably do monitors, anything to like show that we're going insane, that we're entering this crazy world, lots of fog, tighten it,
What
and then you go into the different worlds.
what amount of footage do you expect? Because I mean, obviously, this is the Wyatt Six, which I believe only came out after Bray had passed,
Yeah.
right? As that name of the family, at least, and obviously that's led by Uncle Howdy.
Hmm.
What how much do you think we're going to see like footage of, because to your monitor point,
Right.
of like a Bray Wyatt and stuff like that, kind of, especially in that WrestleMania 36 sort of mode, welcome in,
Hmm.
come to my land. Excuse me. And then how many times do you think we're also going to see like the Fiend, both either in footage, but even more so because that's another one where you can mask it up and have any hulking person kind of come in and be an intimidating fiend.
So my theory is so for the video, I think we're just going to see the same old promotional videos they did for Uncle Howdy when the Wyatts were getting prepped, to where it was like you're watching a video, there's a flash of like a QR code or some static, and then it cuts to like a talking head, and maybe you see Bo Dallas talking, and then it switches over to Uncle Howdy like he's being interviewed by himself. They could do something like that. I think that intermittently during the interview, there'll probably be a little static like sound that they like to do for the Wyatts. And in that moment, it'll be the Fiend's face popping up. And I think the more you go through, the more you have little bits of the Fiend popping up. And by the time you get to the final room, I think that's where you like truly unveil the Fiend. You just let it be a little bit.
How great, I don't know how you do this, but how great would it be if there were extras built in, right?
Uh-huh.
And so to your point, the monitors, let's say part of the line, you get those monitors and things like
Yeah.
that. In those this is moments that you're talking about, the QR code, you brought this up,
Yeah.
flashes up, and it's interactive now. Like you can actually get extra content by scanning it right there in the park. It's engagement, whatever it may be. However, they want to try to track it, but you could easily do little 5-10 minute, not minute, second videos at
Mhm.
different points in the line, even so you
Yeah.
have multiple times to engage with it. And it kind of breaks up the monotony of the line
Hmm.
to some extent, but also would be kind of a cool reach out in a way for a house to do something. I don't know if that's ever happened before. I can't imagine I'm the first to think of it, but something where you're engaging the line just as much somehow. You're also allowing them to be distracted for any other sort of scares you could pull off at the line.
Right. And I think it's a really good idea. You could technically do it. I
Yeah,
think that'd be
yeah,
really smart for them to do. I would like to see that for
yeah.
sure. But back to the Fiend, I think we'll
Sorry.
build to the Fiend near the end because we know we're gonna see Abby's witch hut and she's supposed to be crawling around. That was in the
Mhm.
Hollywood Reporter article. Huskus the pig boy and the crow guy supposed to have their own little section. So it's the way the Hollywood Reporter article talked, like they're going to be paired together for one room versus splitting them for two. Then we would have the room for the rabbit, where it's like a tea party type thing where mouths are sewn shut. I assume Uncle Howdy gets his own room. Like I don't know why you wouldn't just give
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy his own room. And then the
I almost
big
feel like he has to be kind of in and out,
yeah.
puppet mastering at times.
And then I think you do another corridor where you start to go through like a firefly corridor where you get the fireflies
The
flickering.
the pin
Yeah.
spotlight sort of
And
ideas. Yeah.
yeah, and then it goes into the big wrestling room, and that's where it's like just horrific, like dead wrestlers all over the place.
The gorilla room
Audience,
or the actually like
the
ring.
actual ring. I think you do an actual small ring venue. Have dead wrestlers, dead audience members, and the fiend comes out from underneath the ring, or maybe comes through the ring. Maybe they have it so he can rip open the ring and come through and come after you.
Ooh, that'd be
Lots
really
of
neat.
lots of fun little ideas that you can
Yeah.
do there. And then you can have him chasing you out.
Mhm.
I would really like, and I don't, they said we're gonna enter through the Firefly Funhouse, which is cool, but the more I think about it, I wish there was a way that you could enter in through the lantern that's Bray Wyatt's head, the head lantern, and
Yeah.
that's where you actually enter in, and when you walk through his mouth, then you're in the Firefly Funhouse room. I think that could be really cool. Especially since we don't know what the exterior looks like. We only know
Mhm.
what the set looked like, and it's that one POV shot. So who's to say that you don't enter in through his face and his mind to go into that room and then you go through the other door? But who knows how they're going to do
I'm
it.
betting you're entering in through that set piece, unless that's an outdoor set piece of the larger house scare zone, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, but I think you're going to enter in through that hatched or thatched, sort of roof swamp house,
Well, no, that
and
one,
once
no,
you enter, that
that
turns into
swamp
the
house is
room.
exclusively to Hollywood. That one is not what
Oh,
we're
okay,
getting a
okay.
completely different exterior because they're getting,
Ah,
they have a different, this is one
and
of
no
the,
leaks on it yet.
no, no leaks on it yet. This is one of those examples where they are actually separate houses. They're different. It's the same IP, different houses.
Interesting. Okay.
We'll know what it looks like next Thursday. So we're recording this on the 22nd. It will go live on the that'll actually go live a week from today. So when we actually drop this, so by the time this goes live, we will know what it
We will
looks
know.
like because at premiere night they'll people will have taken photos of it and
Sure.
sent it. So we'll know what it looks like by then.
This will be interesting to see all these kind of confirmations, or
Mm.
because that'll be a whole nother set of teaser vibes,
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, that's what I'm going to go do. Okay, sort of. Right now, it's all just like stories and imagination.
And that's one thing I'm loving about this series we're doing, where we're going through and be like, okay, what do we think they're going to actually do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is this going to be? And that's us speculating, and we're going to get to see where we right or where we wrong.
Mhm.
Terrifier, they've already pretty much told us everything, so we kind of know that one, but we don't know much about Jason. We don't know much about Five Nights, and then whatever the
Jason,
other one is.
reading the
Oh,
description
Fallout.
again of Jason, I can't help but feel it's going to be all outside feeling. It's going to be very much the campgrounds.
Have you watched
Like,
Manhattan yet?
no, no, that
Okay.
hopefully will be this weekend.
All right. I really hope they do part of Manhattan. There's a part of Manhattan, that movie that I'm hoping that they do. But we will talk about
Well,
that when we do our Jason video.
they say there's Jason Shack, which means there's got to be the shrine. I bet you anything. But yeah, we'll get to it. I don't
Yeah.
want
Then we got a
to
whole
get too
video
much.
planned for
All
that
right,
one.
all right, all right, all right.
So, Horrors of the Wyatt Six. I'm very excited for this one. I think this is the one that, obviously, this is why we're going. Well,
Yeah.
it's 50% to why we're going, because we do wrestling and horror. So, but this
It
was the
just felt
one.
too obvious, folks.
Yeah, this was the one that we were like, if they do a WWE house, like it's rumored, we're going. And then they did it, and then we had to have those conversations with our wives. And be like, well, we
Because we had
said,
said
yeah, we had to ask for permission yet. Um,
it.
so I'm excited for this one. I think it's gonna be really cool. What I want them to do, what I want more of, and I'm not seeing enough of it yet. I want
Hmm.
more WWE merch there. You're doing this house, freaking have the merch there, WWE. You'll make
You mean
money.
more Wyatt merch or WWE general?
Both. I
Hmm.
want both. I want them to, if it ties in, do a little bit of it. Give us a Cena retirement tour shirt. Just
Ooh,
be like,
okay.
just a single shirt that's like Cena retirement tour Orlando. Then give us Alexa Bliss is a no-brainer for a Lily doll. Sell Lily dolls there.
Absolutely.
Um, you can do Liv Morgan. You could do something that's Liv. You could do something that is Rhea Ripley. They fit in. You could OTC some of his design work. You could do an OTC shirt. Obviously, you could do Wyatt. You can pick and choose different characters and sell some of that merch there.
Yeah.
brand yourself out there, get it out there, and I think it would work very well.
You
I
have
think
like
it'd be a lot of
Sirius
fun.
Black or whatever, or not Sirius Black.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Alistair Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Alistair
have
Black. Thank you.
Alistair
Sirius
Black
Black.
stuff.
But I mean, you have that sort of vibe with him a little bit
Yeah.
too, and that kind of creepy. You could
Now, if
even
you
have
want,
Judgment Day.
yeah, you could have Judgment. Now, if you want Sirius Black, just go over to Diagon Alley,
There you go.
and
Yeah,
you can get
they'll
some.
have Sirius Black there too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. I want to know what new surprises they are going to have in there. They said they're going to show us some characters we've never seen. I'm hoping it's going to tease a new member of the Wyatt Six that we don't know about. And that's kind of my hope. Maybe Bailey will be in there, maybe Liv, or like there's
I
any
think it.
number of things they could
Wait,
do.
they've teased a new member of the Sick.
They've said that there will be in the house, I think it's the Hollywood Reporter article says that in the house we will see characters we've never seen before. So to me,
Okay.
that tells me they're going to make up a new member of the White Sick that'll be part of the lore within. Whether it is a wrestler they're going to introduce a little bit later, or if it's just some
There's someone
story
who's got a
element that
storyline cooking that feels like it's going to be built for it.
I
That's for
know.
sure.
So we're going to get something, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Eric. Thank you for this wonderful conversation. I always love speculating with you, and I love finding out just how wrong we generally are when it comes to those
Most
things.
days, every day.
Yeah. If you like listening to us talk about wrestling stuff, definitely check out Wrestling with the Horror of It All. The link will be in below in the description so you can find that podcast plus our other podcast. You can also write us at notfunnyguys.offthereels@gmail.com. Find us over on the Insta at not_funny_guys_presents. On Twitter is notfunnyguyspod. Blusky is the Not Funny Guys. YouTube, you've already found us. You're watching us right now. Like,
Hit that
subscribe,
subscribe.
do all that wonderful stuff that you do.
Click the button.
Click the button that is right over
The
here, I do
alarm.
believe. And we'll have some little videos. Eric, I'm sorry your
Notifications.
face is gonna be covered up, but we're gonna have some other little videos people can can click on to watch some more of our content. Thank you so much, everyone. And until next time, remember to keep it not funny.